What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to show you my morning routine. I said I was going to film this ages ago and I kept not doing it, and now I've actually done it. So I'm going to rewind a few hours and show you guys what my normal I can't even speak. I'm going to rewind a few hours and I'm going to show you guys what my normal morning routine looks like. Okay guys, I am dressed and ready. I'm gonna head downstairs, grab Tobes, and we're gonna go out for a walk before we sit down and have our breakfast. Okay, so I'm ready to go. I have got my headphones and I've got a podcast ready to listen to. So for me, walking in the morning, Toad's just really interrupting my intro there. For me, walking in the morning is literally the best way to start the day. So before I do anything else, go on Instagram, anything like that, I get up, see that routine that you just did, I get my glass of water, have a drink, get Toby's lead on, and out I go for a walk. And I'm gonna walk for about 40 minutes, which I usually walk about 4 kilometers. That is literally what I do every single morning. It's the only cardio that I do. Yeah, the only cardio that I do, and it's the best thing ever. So we're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna take you with me a little bit, I think, although there's not that much to see. But yes, headphones in, podcast on. Let's go. Tobes is ready. Absolutely livid that filming is delaying his morning walk. Shall we go? Come on then. Come on then. Let's go. Literally cliche dog mum with my ball thrower right there. So as I said literally 1 million times before, there's no right or wrong way to exercise. Personally for me, I don't love HIIT circuits. They make me feel stressed and anxious. I like walking, and so that's what I do. I think cardio is really important to have just for general cardiovascular health, and yeah, I love walking, so that's what I do. Toes there. I think the other thing as well is that it's completely okay for your training to be adaptive. It should be adaptive. So if right now I'm finding that walking is what I really enjoy, then that's what I'm going to do. That's not to say that forever I'm never going to do HIIT circuits, because there are definitely times where I might fancy it, but right now I'm really digging the walking. So that's what I'm doing, and I think that is completely cool. Okay, so we are back. We are walked, feeling fresh. I guess one quick thing to say is I do obviously do that walk fasted, but yes and no, that's a conscious decision. So yes, it is a decision, but not because I'm doing it fasted to try and burn more fat or anything like that. I'm more doing it because when it's early and you've just got up, you're gonna go and do a bit of exercise. Yeah, okay, it's quite gentle exercise, but it's still exercise. For me, I like to have my breakfast when I can like sit and chill out and just enjoy it. The glass of water kind of gets me going, make sure I've got a good bit of hydration in my system, and then I come back, have my coffee, have my proper breakfast, which I'm going to show you guys, and just chill out and take some time to actually enjoy it. Okay, so I was just about to make my normal porridge, which is like my go-to breakfast, which I've shown you about 100 times on my Instagram because I literally have it every single morning. I usually have this one, which is like the Quaker protein sachets. You can buy these in the supermarket, so these are really easy. I usually have those with some peanut butter and some dark chocolate on them. But since I've shown that so much, I thought I would do something different. Yeah, I know, big deal, big deal. So I thought I would do some pancakes. I did actually have a go at this, either yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, because I wanted to try out a Bear Bells recipe. So I put like some protein bar in the pancakes, which I'm gonna put up on my Instagram on Pancake Day. Oh, so good. But this morning I'm just gonna make them pretty standard, normal pancakes. So I'll show you guys how I make it as I go. Okay, so I've got my mix ready. I haven't put any sugar in. You can add sugar if you wanted to. I haven't put any sugar in. I find if you put things like maple syrup, which I'm going to on the top, then yeah, that makes it sweet enough. You could also put some stevia in there. Clearly delirious from being too hungry to talk properly. So yeah, you could put stevia in there, or like another sweetener, or you could just put sugar. I'm not going to, I'm literally just gonna go with that. You can also use a plant-based milk, like an almond milk. I sometimes use an unsweetened almond milk. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty basic. I'm gonna flip them now in the pan and then get my toppings ready. And I'm very excited about this. It's a big deal not having oats, you know, so I'm here for this. Okay, so I'm gonna sit and work my way through this. So I've nearly finished my coffee, but I've got my black coffee, I've got a side of turkey bacon, and I've got my stack of pancakes. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I will show you guys the macros and stuff. Okay, it was so good, really, really good. Just classic pancakes, really. I don't think there's anything in there that's kind of crazy fitnessy stuff that you wouldn't have in your cupboard. I said that I would tell you what the macros were. Now, bear in mind, this is made quite nicely to fit my kind of goals and all that type of stuff at the moment. So I've just had a check-in with Jack, and my macros are up again. So as you guys know, at the beginning of this year, I started a bit of what's called, like, technically like a reverse diet, where I'm trying to kind of bump my calories up, crossing into a bit of like a lean gains, lean bulk. If you want to give it a label, those are some labels you could give it. But basically, week on week, I'm gradually eating more and more, getting stronger. I did a bit of an update in my last video of how that's affecting things like my physique and my weight, which is really interesting. So check that out if you haven't seen that. But yeah, basically, I've just got a lot of carbs to eat. There's a lot. So currently I'm eating over 300 grams of carbs, which is quite a lot to try and get into a day for somebody who's not that used to it being that high. So that has been fun. So this breakfast was 35 grams of protein, which is a good little dose of protein there for the morning. 6 grams of fat, which is great, and 64 grams of carbs. That's with toppings as well, so it's 430 calories for that breakfast, exactly as you saw it. So with the strawberries, with the bacon, with the maple syrup, and I had a fair bit of maple syrup on that. So I hope you've kind of enjoyed this bit of a morning routine thing. I know I'm filming it on a day where I'm not kind of rushing out the door to work, which feels like a little bit of a cheat, but at the same time I wanted to have time to actually show you some decent things and not for me to just be like stressing at the camera. So yeah, I thought I would film it on a day when I was at home and I could just show you actually bit by bit what my morning routine is. I think a morning routine is one of the most positive things you can try and work into your day, and particularly for me, just giving myself time to sit and have breakfast, I honestly will always factor it into my day. Even if I have to be up really, really early for a really early train or a really early meeting, I'll still get up early enough that I can sit and have a good breakfast, because that for me is just like my quiet time to sit and have a bit of me time and get my head ready for the day. Things like not touching my phone in terms of like social media and emails until I've got back from walking is really good and definitely a game changer, which I would recommend having a go with, trying like the first half an hour or hour or so of the day. Just because I think when you wake up and you see something on your phone that like annoys you, or you see something on your Instagram feed that makes you feel like I just think it's not the first thing you need to see. Like, give your body time and your mind time to like wake up, get into a good mood of your own accord, and then when you're like ready enough, you've got yourself into the right frame of mind, then approach stuff like that. So that's what I'm sat here now doing, is I'm sat here obviously looking at stuff, replying to emails, but I've kind of had my own headspace before that, and I'm not letting that like massively dictate my mood and the start of my day. I think as well, everyone's morning routine is different. As I said when I was walking, in terms of cardio and stuff being different, morning routines are different too. Some people don't thrive on a big breakfast. Some people like to fast until lunchtime. I think it's completely whatever makes you happy, whatever you enjoy, you do that, honestly, because this is what works for me. This is what I love doing. But there might be bits that inspire you which you think, I'm gonna give that a go. If you enjoy it, crack on. If you don't and you've got another way of doing things, that is completely cool. I think that's what this is all about. So I'm gonna leave this video there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it's lived up to the hype that it's had, because you've been asking for it for so long. And yeah, make sure you hit like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and come and check me out on Instagram too, because I would love to come and say hello there. All right, I'm gonna get on with the day and I will catch you guys in a bit.